popping bodies, dropping bodies, running. Hold on. We ain't posing no souls. Looking shit like my bros. These hoes going on. Something like that's a code. Oh shit. That's crazy. I fucking hate this team, bro. I'm like, this team's so goddamn good, but ass at the same time. Like, how the fuck? How do you do that? Probably don't play with him like that. That's probably what it is. But fuck that. That shit crazy. That shit crazy as shit. I don't know what this is.
This fielded at the 2. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Like, I don't know who made this nigga, but my Jerome Bettis, whoever made this nigga, that shit got down, just slapped him in the motherfucking face. They disrespected that man all the way. I don't know what year Jerome Bettis this is. This must be the last year Jerome Bettis, cause what the fuck they got going on? Nigga skinny as hell. I want that fat nigga, you hear me? Fuck they gonna give me skinny, man. I don't wanna speak on it, bro. Look at that shit. They gave me the nigga speed, but they ain't giving me the nigga size. Like, that's fucked up.
Nice job there on the tackle, keeping to the short game. Of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Damn, my receivers, like, man, what the fuck they, like, this shit crazy, man. Fuck. Alright, we get right, we locked in. Got a problem, man, fuck the fine, fuck the dolphin, not the decision. Stopping my bowling, man. Let's go, fellas. We trying to make a fucking playoff.
Would it have changed if you got to stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think it's just down a touchdown. We're just getting started. It should be a ball. Keep it yourself. Stick with the game.
That's so I thought my take now. When the fuck the block it? I see when the block it. We ain't gonna do nothing fancy on your ass. We gonna rock out. You hear me? Like, you see what the fuck I got? I ain't gonna try it. Oh, they ruled that nigga out? Wow, that shit crazy. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. We gonna get this dog. We gotta find something that's gonna work, fellas.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that keeps two on
There you go. Good shit. Let me press a button. The Philip, what the fuck? I got a big gun to hold 100. What's up? Can't take the blue. Know what I do? No. I'm ready to shoot. Like I got the flu. Yo, he got his ass. No. Got that nigga right where we want. What good shit. One hand that nigga. Fuck is he talking about? Let's go. Put that bitch in the box. Ah! Oh, bro, this slow ass nigga, bro. I know for a fact this nigga's not that slow. Ain't nowhere in hell that nigga that slow. It's crazy. There you go. Stay in that pocket. These niggas can't fucking catch, bro. This shit crazy. Just catch the ball. Oh, yeah. Damn, this goddamn team. Shit's clean. Leah, burn me my phone. Let you know now that first touchdown we got that shit fluke as hell. It won't happen again. We locked in now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Larry, bring me my phone.
Team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the
There we go.
playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
Go get his ass.
Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the
There you go. Go get his
that
ass.
you
We
can
ain't
be
playing no
and
games,
get
bro.
to the playoffs. So you draw as many home games as possible. We're trying to get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card. Probably be the last play of the quarter.
There we go.
After one,
Let's get back on
7-3 to
track.
score on EA Sports. On second down, it's Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Down, you lady. Check. You're mine. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 55. One.
Throwing his car on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
12. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I don't think you got it, son. He's crashing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, check. 57's Mike. Check the backer. Strong right. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43.
Third and long, it's Luck. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces for. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great glamorous, dashing play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
11 feet. On. Check. Hey, alert 3. Tighten up. Back.
Now Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, watch it.
Now it's Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. And to give this time to the tailback. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Carr, and he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing his line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 13.
On first down, it's Brown. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Brown, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run now with Brown. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Monday, down. 180. 694. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got you, punk. Mike 7.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check out read. Check 59. Hey, Alpha. He's 59. Mike the 59.
A shotgun snap for Love. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on second down. Carr. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No. You're mine. Check.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. And that's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Luck. This will be caught by Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive may be them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, someone hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Eluding the pressure right. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. This one into the hands of Largent. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Clock throwing again. Able to find his target here, Largent. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Jets will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the 50, it's Locke. Got him in. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. On fourth down, Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
55. Here we go. 93.
Carr now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is taken in at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Another try after the first down sack. Luck. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.